Ladies and gentlemen, oh, bro, as
Sorry.
I'm doing the intro, no, I'm not. That's not getting cut out.
Oh,
Oh
Yeah,
no.
Tyler's not here. I don't know how to cut shit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk, episode 161. You got myself, George, Carmi, Movies and Stuff 14. You got Cam Walsh at Cam Walsh 27, and you got Seth Mullen Furrows at Seth's Film Reviews. Got a good episode for you guys today. We're going to talk I'm going to talk some New York Film Festival. Seth is going to talk some London Film Festival. We'll talk. Seth will talk briefly about the Smashing Machine. Cam, you didn't watch Smashing Machine, right?
Watch anything. I apologize.
That's fine. In fairness, I didn't watch anything outside of Film Fest either. I watched Chad Powers. Actually, that's a lie. So I'll talk Chad Powers briefly. As always, shout out to our executive producers, Mr. Ollie Powell, Mr. Stefan Johnson, and Mr. Cole Beaver. One of those guys, I think it was Ollie. I'll have to go back and check. One of them DM'd me, basically saying just like he loves the pod. He became a patron and an executive producer. So shout out. I think it was Ollie. I could be wrong. I'll go back and check my DMs. But shout out.
He's not the newest one, so I assume.
Yeah, I think it was because it was a recent DM. He was like, I just became a patron, and Stefan Johnson and Cole Beaver have been patrons for a while. So shout out Ollie. Shout out all the executive producers. And as always, if you guys want to join our patron, take a look at the links in the bio. We've got a good little community on Discord. We've got a good little community kind of like all over social media, TikTok, Instagram. You'll see our comment section. It's going to be we're struggling this morning. We're struggling. Cam and I are a little hungover. There's a good chance I fall asleep mid podcast. By the way, there's a good chance I just
every time I'm not on pod, I'm pulling thread.
There's a good chance I just fall asleep mid podcast. But Seth, we'll start with you, the most awake. How you doing? How you been? What have you been watching?
I'm good. Done like basically nothing this week. Have I done anything this week?
You tell me.
I know, but it's one of those where I always say things that I'm like, I'll remember I did something later. I'm like, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Yeah.
But I've done like nothing this week. It's been like a really chill week, a lot of work. Like George said, London Film Festival is coming up for me. I'm going on Friday. I have more screenings than last year. Say again?
It hasn't started.
No, it's also Friday. It's like 2 weeks after New York.
Yeah.
I think I've got like 14 this year, which is like 4 more than last year. So I've got like a pretty good schedule, and that's in like 4.5 days as well. So I'm like cramming stuff in. But luckily I'm staying pretty near like the main hub, I guess. So yeah, looking forward to that. Kind of the best time of the year. So very excited. See people and watch a lot of great films. I haven't really done a lot this year. Say again?
Who's doing it with you?
No one
doing it with
specifically. No, so I well, it's one of those where I know I'm meeting a lot of people when we're there, but I'm not going with anyone specifically.
Didn't you like book an Airbnb last year with a bunch of guys, or was that a different event?
Yeah, I had one last year with 4 of us. 2 creators, and one was actually Remy, who I met through the Discord, and at the same year before, but this year it's been a little bit different. But yeah, there's always I'm meeting people down there. It's good vibes, it's good vibes. It's like George's video on New York. It's just good vibes all around. So yeah, excited for that. I'm gonna have to plan some shit this week for kind of the week ahead. I booked Austin tickets, which is cool. So Austin, Texas.
I still need to do that.
Well, yeah, but it's not as major for you. Basically it was like literally the difference of like paying an extra $2,000 for me and Anna. So I was like, okay, let's
that's fair.
Looking forward to that. Really excited. So it's in like fucking what?
2-3
when
months.
Is it? Not even 3 months. Like fucking
but 3
11
months,
weeks.
It's the end of December. Yeah,
like 11 weeks, some shit, which is like come by so quick. Which I feel like it's passed so much time since fucking even George's like your wedding.
Yeah,
Time is flying. Time is flying. I haven't really watched a great deal this week. I've watched a few bits. I watched Soderbergh's Black Bag. I liked it. Didn't like love it by any means. But I think it's like a good, solid, classic sort of whodunit thriller. I enjoyed it. The Smashing Machine, which I'll talk in a second, in my first solo review. So I'll go over that. I watched The Shining as well. I always like to do October. Start the spooky season correctly. So I watched The Shining. Hot take, good film. I watched one called Society. I don't know if you've seen it, George. It's like a 80s kind of comedy horror. I don't know if you have or not.
I haven't.
Shit is fucking crazy. It's something that you would probably quite enjoy. So I definitely recommend it. Because I'm going to try and take off at least as many horror films that I haven't seen as I can, because there's definitely a lot that has been on watch list for a while. Watched Avatar: The Way of Water yesterday. Me and I went to watch it. It was her first time. Loved it. She really liked it as well. She actually prefers the first one, which I find interesting. It's quite a rare opinion. It was the first time. Do you know what? 3D is a weird one, but I just quite like it for Avatar. But yeah, not sure. I like it. I actually really like it for Avatar, but anything else, I'm like, whatever. I also watched. Oh, The Smashing Machine. That's kind of it. So really not much for me this week. Been quite a busy one. And I'll have more to update you on in the next one when I've been to LFF. Other than that,
wait. So, what are you doing? 4 movies in a day?
I think so.
What you said you're only there for 4 days, but you're watching 14 movies.
Kind of 5. It's 4.5 technically. It's basically 5. So I'm doing. Friday's my first day. I've got 2. Saturday I've got 2. Sunday I've got 3 or 4.
Jeez.
Monday I've got 3. And Tuesday I've got 3. So it's quite cramped in on those days. Yeah. Which is why I booked a apartment hotel things. But I don't even know what it's called. The fucking hotel. It's based in an apartment. But I booked it right next to the main venue. So I'm not having to go, you know what I mean? Go on tube back and forth and travel for ages. I can just fucking nip in and out, whatever. But yeah, it's going to be quite a jumbled one. But I think this year I was very selective in that all the films chosen for me, plus the ones I'm going to last minute, I'm kind of excited for. Maybe, to be honest, the only one I'm whatever, just based on opening reviews, is the new Edward Berger film with Colin Farrell. I don't know if you got that.
Yeah.
Ballad of a Small Player. I'm seeing that. That's my first film. I'm I don't know, but who knows? Could be cool. Everything else I'm really excited for. So I think. Oh wait, no. After The Hunt, actually, opening reviews wise, I'm not. Because even the Luca guys are yeah, this isn't good.
Yeah.
So that does not fill me with great joy.
As I was watching After The Hunt, I'm sitting in the theater and I'm like, this sucks. And I'm like, I was thinking to myself, I was like, this doesn't suck because I don't like Luca. This sucks because it sucks. So I was like, is my bias being that, am I gonna be the only one coming out of the theater hating this movie? And everyone out of the theater was like, Jesus, that was long and terrible.
Even Kevin K. Meeks, who's a bigger Luca guy than me.
Yeah.
He gave it a 2.5. So, and it's long as well, which does worry me slightly. But who knows?
2 hours and 20 minutes. Our screening for that movie was at 9:15. It probably didn't start till 10:15.
Yeah.
So we were all tired after dinner. We all had a couple of drinks. That was the single longest screening of my entire life.
I've heard that's the main, one of the main criticisms I've seen on Twitter and stuff is that it's just kind of fucking boring as well.
It's so
it just
boring,
goes on and on and on. So I think, do you know what the problem is as well? I think George, my situation would be exactly the same as yours. I think that's a day. I think it's a Saturday when I'm seeing it, or a Sunday, where I've got 2 films beforehand.
Okay.
In the day, and that's my evening screen, I think. So
don't go. Just don't go.
I'm gonna go because it is Lucan. Who knows? But I'm not holding out crazy hope by any means.
Do the cast and crew go to London Film Festival or no?
Yeah, they do. So when we saw Queer last year, Luca was there. Daniel Craig wasn't, but Drew Starkey was there. Luke was there. The producers were there. They did a quick Q&A beforehand. So a lot of them do it. It's mostly for the first screenings, but they do for most of the films. Yeah, I would say so. That's kind of the hope. At least I'll get that maybe. But everything else, I'm really excited for. So yeah, should be good.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. What run through the other films again? What are you watching? Your entire slate?
Yes, I'm seeing Hamnet. I don't know if you saw that. I don't know if it. Did you?
No, it's not screening. It's not. So
Oh,
there's
weird.
a secret screening tomorrow at the New York Film Festival that I was able to get tickets for.
You think you might be there?
People are very convinced it's Marty Supreme. If it's not
Okay.
Marty Supreme, people think it could be like a selection of like 5 films, which is like Hamnet,
Mhm.
The Testament of Anne Lee,
Oh yeah, I've heard that actually.
Begonia.
Oh,
Uh,
is Begonia not screening there anyway? I was surprised by that.
no, it's
That's
not.
cool.
Yeah, it's not.
So I'm seeing Hamnet, which I'm pretty excited for. Like they got like kind of crazy reviews. I think it was like TIFF it premiered at or some shit. Alpha, the new Julia Ducournau, which I'm like probably my most anticipated, even though it's like polarizing as fuck. I'm seeing that. I'm seeing Begonia, Ballad of a Small Player, which I'm all said. Train Dreams. I don't know if you saw that one. It got like crazy reviews in the opening. It's the new like, it's got like Joel Edgerton, Kerry Condon, Felicity Jones. It's on like a 4 on the box right
Yeah.
now, so I'm pretty excited for that. After the Hunt, I'm seeing Del Toro's Frankenstein as well, which
I'm
hasn't
jealous of that.
yeah, it hasn't opened like crazy, but I'm pretty excited to see it on a big screen. Like that's the thing.
That's why I'm gonna be so annoyed watching
Yeah.
that shit on my fucking TV.
Well, you'll be able to. There'll be screenings in New York.
I'm sure. I mean, there has to be. Yeah, I'm sure there will be a couple.
Yeah, I'm sure there will. Seeing the Mastermind. Did you not see that one?
No, I got tickets to that on last Saturday, like 2
Mhm.
weeks ago or 2 Saturdays ago, and I ended up going to New Jersey to meet some friends for that night. So I gave my ticket to
Oh,
Kevin.
okay. I mean, I like Kelly. Well, and then he met Kelly Reichardt. So that's kind of
He did, yeah.
cool. I'm seeing Sentimental Value as well, which I'm really excited for. Twinless, which is the one with that Dylan O'Brien one. It's getting like really good
Yeah.
reviews. Jay Kelly, the new Noah Baumbach film.
Yep.
You watched that one? Yeah, you did. Yeah,
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty decent reviews across the board from mutuals. So
Yeah.
because that was like a last minute add on for me. I didn't think it'd be like I wasn't sure.
I think that's worth it. I think that's a worth it addition.
Yeah. Is this thing on? Which is kind of last minute. It was the Bradley Cooper directed film.
Mhm.
Seeing that, and then also a film called Lurker, which opening reviews are really good. It's with Archie Madawake. It's like a crime thriller. It's also got the guy. Do you remember the guy in mid-90s and the kid in Killing of a Sacred Deer? Sonny. He's the lead in mid-90s, the main kid.
Yeah.
And he's the kid in Killing Sacred Deer who's like the kid who's not Barry Keoghan, obviously, who's like legs don't work and he gets all cursed and shit. He's in it as well, and this is his first film basically as like a fully fledged adult. That's kind of cool. So yeah, I look forward to that. And I don't know, I might try and snag something else on there, but it also all depends on time. But yeah, that's it for the week.
That's a good schedule. Very nice. I'm excited for you. Cameron,
Hi.
how you doing?
I've been
How are
so
you?
much better in the morning.
Felt that.
Yeah, the last week's just been just a really long and just rough week. Mentally, and then I tried getting on the pod last week from my new house, and my Wi-Fi was crap, and then like my computer charger just wasn't working. Turns out that outlet was like the electrical switch was flipped on that wall, so that's why it wasn't charging. But I didn't find that out for another like 20-30 minutes, and after that I was just frankly when you're just like having a bad week and then the smallest inconvenience like throws you off the rails. So I had like a nice mental breakdown after that. So yeah, it's just been a very long week, and also like the pod is a very nice, refreshing like break, and so not getting that really sucked. So apologies for missing last week, and then also
you made an appearance, so
I tried, yeah. And so that just was really like deflating, but still going through the move. We might have potential people interested in our house, which would I think take a lot of pressure off the back, a little bit of like trying to get the house rented out and everything. But still just a long week of moving, and then just into a much, much smaller house. So getting like just throwing so much stuff away was never fun, but it's all right.
I was going to say it's got to be a good cleanse.
It's a good like time to get rid of things that you don't want, but it sucks like having to throw away things because you have to rather than because you want to do a cleanse, you know. But yeah, there are definitely some things that were like, oh, why did we never get rid of that before, you know, and got rid of them now. So that's good. Yeah, it's just been a long week. So haven't been watching really anything. I've watched Andor a bunch recently. I'm gonna do like a quick TV minute, give you an update on all the recent nerd TV shows because I've been watching Marvel Zombies. Marvel Zombies will get a 2-word review it's fine. That's all I have to say about Marvel Zombies.
Good show.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I thought it was fine. I didn't love it, but you know, it's fine. I think the funniest thing about it is Elizabeth Olsen like giving her interview and basically saying,
"Oh, I saw that." Yeah,
she had no fucking clue it came out because like she recorded the lines like 3-4 years ago or something, and they just like happened to use. She's like, "I already got paid," which you know, just real. But yeah, Marvel Zombies was fine. I was hoping for a lot more, given that it was like Marvel's first TVMA. But yeah, it's just could have been better, I think. But Gen V came out. It's got the first, I think 5 episodes are out, I believe. The first 2 kind of struggled to get its footing a little bit. But I've really loved the last 3, and I think that's been a really great show that's came out this year. A lot of good mystery. And what's his name? I think it's Hamish Linklater, right?
Yeah.
The guy that plays in Midnight Mass, like he's so great. Like he's awesome. He's really, I think, an underrated actor.
He's in The Big Short.
Yes, he is in The Big Short. He's also Victor Von Doom's like assistant in the 2004 Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
random mind pull right there. But like he's not doing the same thing as Midnight Mass, but he's like got similar vibes where he's just very like stoic and like like off like you know something's off but you don't know what. And he's got that in him. So yeah, he's really great in it. Honestly, I don't know any of the other actors who play the like Gen V students, but they're all very good. But yeah, I've really enjoyed the Gen V season. They released the first 3 episodes on one day, and enough with that. You're either dropping them all or you're not.
Yeah,
enough with the 3 episodes release.
I agree. I agree.
Even though I don't know, I liked how Andor did it with like 4 weeks of 3 episodes, but that even that felt like okay, you're getting like you have a clear plan, not 3 then 1 till the finish. I don't know.
You think you liked that more as well because like
and it was like 3 episodes were like an arc. I think
you liked it more because you loved the show as well.
It's very fair, very fair. And like the first, and maybe they did it because, like I said, the first 2 episodes were not very good, and I was like, I think we lost it here. But the last 3 have been really great. And then Peacemaker. Have you been keeping up with Peacemaker, George, or no?
You cut out for like a hot second.
Oh,
did he?
Was that me or was that Cam?
I think that was you. I didn't tell me. Clear as crystal, Cam.
Perfect. George, have you been keeping up with Peacemaker or no?
I've watched the first 2 episodes. No. All right. Yeah.
It was a yes or no. Q.
No.
No, that's fair. I apologize for being rude. I think it's because I'm about to go pull trig in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Peacemaker is just a good show. George, cover your ears if you care, but like I think they've done a really good job at just fleshing out these characters, and so you really care about all of them. And then like the twist of Earth X, like was relatively predictable. I think like that's kind of what everyone knew online, but I think the kind of slow burn that they have in the show, I enjoyed a lot, and I think that helps with like a week to week release, because like you give a little bit of a tidbit in a slow burn. There are some episodes that maybe could have been cut down and maybe could have been a little bit more concise, and so maybe you combine a couple episodes rather than splitting into 8. But I don't think they're all like 33 minutes. It's not like they're all like 42 or 50 minutes long, and then you have some short episodes. Like the 32 minutes, I think you get through. I made a video about it yesterday. Probably should have done this, but spoilers on Peacemaker. I apologize. I think I covered that when told George to take his headphones off. But I did a video on it yesterday. John Cena gives a very good performance in the last episode and belts out a crazy scream, and also like gives a good emotional speech. But then at the end of his emotional speech, he starts like, James Gunn wrote it in a weird way, in my opinion, of saying like, it's not the world that's the problem, it's me. But he's on Nazi world, so that is definitely a problem. And I understand what they were going for. I get that fully, but it's definitely a problem a little bit. But yeah, so I've really enjoyed Peacemaker so far. I'm excited for the season finale. It's supposed to be a little bit longer. I'm thinking it really ties into Mana tomorrow, so we'll see.
I was texting him something.
What?
Can George come back? I'll text him.
Yeah, it's fine. You can come back. So yeah, I've just enjoyed Peacemaker a lot. Other than that, then I've been watching Andor. Just a great show, man. Just
I need to
very good.
it.
Obviously, Star Wars, but just a good show in general. So
from season 1, or did you just watch the most recent season?
No, I'm watching it all from season 1. Why would you start at season 2? Do you do that with shows?
Like because it seems like you're just like watching it. I don't know. Like sometimes, yeah.
Interesting.
Really? Do you do that with shows?
Like if I don't plan on watching the entire show, I'll just throw on.
I don't think I've ever done that with something.
I don't think I've ever.
I don't think I have.
Like Victoria and I will toss on Entourage all the time, but like we'll literally just pick random spots and just watch like 2 or 3 episodes.
Is that a comedy?
Interesting.
Yeah.
But even with The Office,
I think comedy is a little bit different. Office, I think you can do. That's different.
I agree you can, but even with like The Office, like Emma and I will like throw on the first, like if we're like, all right, we need some background noise TV or something, and we're like, all right, we'll start watching The Office. We'll start it at episode 1, and then every time we need like background noise, we'll like just pick up where we left off, kind of thing.
Oh, if it's my favorite, if it's like a sitcom, I'll put it on. Like,
Office.
I'll put it on whatever. But if it's like a Breaking Bad, I won't just be like, oh, I'm gonna watch season 5. You know?
Yeah. Interesting. But either way, it's been a very slow week of watching. Sorry I didn't get to the Smashing Machine or An Enemy or anything like that. Maybe this week. Honestly, I don't know if I'll make it to the movies in the next couple of weeks. It's just been a long, couple of weeks of moving and stuff. So it's been a lot. But I hope everyone's, check your mental. Hope everyone's mental health is doing well. If you ever need anything, reach out, kind of thing. But other than that, yeah, I'm tired and I'm probably gonna go throw up. That's not great. Not boding well for the week.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same when Seth is talking Smashing Machine. I've been at the film festival, obviously, so that's kind of been the entirety of my last 10-ish days, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. I'll just kind of run through. Let me run through everything I've been watching, and then like when we hit Film Fest stuff, I'll stop and talk like slightly longer, but not really too long, because a lot of these are still going to be movies that we're all going to talk about at wide release. But After the Hunt was the opening night film. Like I said earlier, it's just my problem with it. Not only was it 2 hours and 20 minutes that I think could have been condensed into an hour and a half very easily, I think it was so poorly cast. I think it was so
I've heard
disjointed.
that. Yeah.
I'm curious to what you're going to say about Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross's score, because
I saw a
it's
clip the other day.
it's
Yeah.
not okay. Like the score is not bad.
It's
It's
just
just
weirdly
not meant.
placed.
It's not meant for this movie. Like
Yeah. I've heard
I was watching this movie and I was like, I don't think Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross spoke to Luca Guadagnino about this movie. Like, I don't think they knew what they were like composing. It was just very weird. Andrew Garfield was really like miscast. Julia Roberts was fine. Everyone's calling her like a Kate Blanchett Tar kind of performance, and I could not disagree more with
Big
that.
statement.
Yeah, huge
Big
statement, and
statement.
I could not disagree more. Io Debris, as much as I love her, I think she's really bad in this movie. But again, she's just poorly cast. She should not be in this movie.
Yeah.
So it's just the whole, just a really bad, poor. It was just like a poorly put together movie. Like it really felt like Luca woke up one day and was like, "I just want to make a movie," and then made a movie in a week as fast as possible with zero. I don't even know. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just so disjointed and it's so poorly put
Is it an
together.
original film or is it based on
I
something?
believe no. I think it's an original film.
Okay.
Anemone was my second film. I'm not gonna lie. The more I think about Anemone, the more I like it. And
The more you like it. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I removed my rating. I had given it a 2.5, and I removed my rating because like I really want to watch it again. It's like I said in my Letterboxd review, it is a debut, and I'd much rather watch a filmmaker take these insane risks in their debut rather than giving us like some like really safe rom-com or whatever. Like there are some crazy shots in this movie. Daniel Day-Lewis is obviously not phoning it in. He's not doing anything less than like a 10 out of 10 performance. Like he's so fucking good in this movie. I haven't stopped thinking about. He has two like very long monologues in particular that I just haven't stopped thinking about. It's like this really like, it's slow, and I don't think boring is the right word, but it is slow. But it's about like this
meditative.
Yeah, meditative is probably the proper word because it really is meditative. It's about, I'm not going to even tell you really what it's about because I don't think the trailers give away too much. But
yeah, that's how I said that.
Like as basic as possible. It's just about a brother. It's about brothers and a father and the son, and it's just about like their relationship. So I'm excited to like rewatch that one, and I'm excited for you guys. I think you're gonna like it. I
don't
like
even get tickets for it. I don't even know when it like releases here, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just a weird movie where it's like I couldn't tell you, like I couldn't pinpoint anyone how they're gonna come out of that movie. Like it's very weird. And I know your film taste very well, and I still don't know if you'll like it or hate it. Like it's just one of those movies where it's like you could go either way depending on your mood that day.
Yeah. I know Tyler liked it. I think he got like 3.5.
Yeah. Tyler gave it 3.5. He was more positive, like immediately out of the theater than I was.
Yeah.
But like again, like I said, the more
also might be based on him being able to see it finally as well.
Yeah,
being able to actually watch the film.
Yeah. I saw Springsteen Deliver Me from Nowhere. Good, not great. Kind of what you would expect from a musical biopic. I personally think it's like a little better than A Complete Unknown. Again, I said this right out of the gate after leaving that theater. There are moments in Springsteen that are very like just typical biopic cliche stuff that you see in every biopic. But then there are moments in Springsteen that legit feel like very like Terrence Malick-esque, just these like weird, like long shots of Bruce walking and stuff like that. It's like very interesting. It was like very like they're like genuinely, it felt like there were two directors in this film, like directing different scenes.
Who did direct this film?
It was Scott Cooper. He did Crazy Heart with Jeff Bridges. So yeah, good movie.
Is he good?
Probably not. He's great. Yeah, he's good. I don't like right now. He's probably in my like top 5 for best actor nominations, but I think that could change. Like I don't think he's a lock, is what I'm saying. I don't think he's like a lock for best actor. Like in my books, like I don't think his place in my top 5 of the year is safe. But yeah, he's great. He is good. I watched Blue Moon, New Linklater. Just an awesome experience, man. I was sitting row A, so Linklater and Ethan Hawke and Bobby Cannavale. Andrew Scott. They were like 5 feet away from me during that Q&A, and I was tweaking, man. I was so happy.
Yeah,
but Blue Moon's great. I really like Blue Moon. Seth, I swear, maybe Ethan Hawke's best performance. Like he's so good, man. He's so unbelievably good, and it's such a joyous but heartbreaking performance because the movie takes place entirely in a bar, one night in a bar.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and it's about this like kind of washed up writer who's watching everyone around him succeed.
Okay.
And it's like one night where you're following him and he's happy and you could tell he's just like a battered man. It's just a very like it's such a raw performance, you know, because he's like his character is like putting on this like mask, this facade of like being okay and being happy, but you just know he's like crumbling on the inside. It's a very nuanced performance, and it really is like one of Ethan Hawke's best. Maybe not the best, but it's up there for me as like one of his better performances.
So Linklater made another really good film then.
Yeah, so
what a
crazy
surprise!
Thing is, it's for I gave it a 4-star, and I'm gonna keep it at a 4-star. I think it's a deserving 4-star, and it's still like my 9th ranked Linklater project.
Yeah, he's a very good.
Yeah, which just tells you how fucking incredible he is.
My mutuals ratings are. I saw that Owen actually gave it 4.5. Sophie 4.
Yeah, Owen loved it. Yeah, Owen loved it, man. Everyone loved it. I saw Jay Kelly. I like Jay Kelly. I liked Jay Kelly. I did not love Jay Kelly. I think Jay Kelly is really sweet and really wholesome at times. I think there are moments that really do feel like a Netflix original. It doesn't really like feel like a Baumbach film, you know, like it doesn't have like that like true like lived in real world feel, like relatable feel to it that like you get from like a Marriage Story or a Francis Ha or a Meyerowitz stories. I think George Clooney is great. I don't think he is like a best actor nominee. However, I just don't see anyone else that could have played Jay Kelly better. Like George Clooney is Jay Kelly. Like he's at that point of his career, where he's like, you know, he's a really big movie. Jay Kelly's a huge movie star. You know, he's getting to a point of his career where he's unsure of like the next era of like his stardom. He's grappling with a life of picking fame over his family, which like I'm sure George Clooney's not. I mean, maybe he is grappling with that, but I don't know. By the way, I got my mom's dog here. I'm watching him for a little bit. He's just hanging out.
He's got a nice little jacket on.
Yeah, I swear to God, last night was like, and I texted you guys this. It might have been the most drunk I've been since college. I don't even think I was that drunk at my wedding, which is crazy. But I came home all night. I was like,
were you drunk at your wedding?
I was very drunk at my wedding, but like last night was bad. But all night, this dog was here by himself. And I was like stressing out. I was like, I hope he's okay.
Yeah, I do that.
Like, he's a small dog. He's stressed out in New York City. He doesn't like the city. I left Our Planet on for him, like that nature documentary. I came home and I literally started crying, and I was like, I'm so sorry I left you. I felt so bad. Like I felt like this dog is just so small.
And he was fine.
He was fine. He was totally fine. I came home and he was sitting on the recliner over here, just staring at the TV. He was fine. He was big chilling. Continuing what I watched, if you've noticed my letterbox, I've been watching a lot of visual albums. And the reason I've been watching a lot of visual albums is because Khalil Joseph, who made the visual album for Good Kid, Mad City and Beyonce's Lemonade.
Okay. Yeah,
he has a feature film debuting at the New York Film Festival, which I was going to get tickets for. it's tomorrow on Monday, but I got tickets to the secret screening instead. But I watched Mad City, which was his fantastic visual album. It's like 15 minutes long. I've watched it like 4 times already. So good. But then I was just like in like a visual album mood. So I watched The Ballad of Cleopatra, which is the Lumineers' visual album for their album Cleopatra, which I absolutely love. I watched The Odyssey, which is Florence and the Machine's visual album. Also just stunning, man, absolutely stunning. And then not a visual album, but I watched Radiohead's In Rainbows, their basement show.
They've got a couple of them. It's really fucking cool.
Yeah,
really
dude, they're so good, man.
Yeah,
they're so unbelievably good. I know we're not a music podcast, but fuck,
we could be.
Yeah, we very much could be, but like genuinely, like I have okay computer. No, dude, you listen to Ray. I have okay computer on in my rotation every day, and every day I listen to the same Radiohead songs, and I'm still blown away at how good they sound. It's unbelievable.
Also, you know that Khalil Joseph? I don't know if you've seen. I know you're not like a huge Travis Scott guy, but the one he did for that is really good as well. When Utopia came out, he did the same sort of thing for that. It's really well done. Really well done.
I mean, that one I'll watch because hot take, I do think Utopia is Travis Scott's best.
Really? I actually don't. I don't like actually hate that opinion. I think it's like second.
I've never been the biggest fan of trap.
I'm not a big Travis Scott fan. But I think
Utopia is like Utopia has like such like beautiful tracks. Like Till Further Notice, I think it like just sounds fantastic. Telekinesis sounds fantastic.
My Eyes, I love as well.
Yeah, My Eyes is beautiful. I've never been the biggest fan of Astro World, and then Rodeo I think is great, but it's not like it's very rarely.
I think Rodeo and Utopia are like my clear.
Utopia is like the only one that's like regularly in my rotation.
Interesting.
Okay, moving on. I watched Rose of Nevada, the one with George McKay and Callum Turner. Yeah, very okay. Very interesting. That's where I'm going with this. Very interesting. It's about like these fishermen who go. A boat comes into their town that's apparently been missing for 40 years. They go on the boat and take it out to go fishing, and when they come back, they're 40 years in the past.
Oh, that's kind of crazy, that concept.
Yeah, but like I don't want to say too much because I do want you to watch it and I want you to like tell me like what you think is like the messaging and the point of the movie. Because like one thing that didn't necessarily bother me, and this isn't a spoiler, this is more of just my thoughts. Like these things are happening to George McKay and Callum Turner's characters, but like they're not actively trying to solve what's happening. Okay. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like there's no like there's no urgency. They're not like, we have to problem solve. What the hell is going on? Why is this happening? They're just kind of letting it happen. And that's the most I'm going to say about that movie because I want you guys to watch it and I want you guys to tell me.
Remember what it's called again?
It's called Rose of Nevada.
Rose. Did you watch that in New York or was that just the screening?
No, that was at New York. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm curious to see what you guys think of. I watched Clerks. First time I ever watched Clerks, that 1994 Kevin Smith comedy. Good, fun. It's like my first thought after watching Clerks was like, this movie has every single conversation you would expect in a coming of age teen comedy. Like every single conversation about life, college, sex, girlfriends and boyfriends, growing up. But somehow it never feels like cliched. Everything feels brand new, which is very weird. It's like, as I was watching this, I was like, they're literally just running down a checklist of every single coming of age conversation to put in their movie, but it never feels tropey. It never feels cliche. It's very interesting, but it was a good movie, fun movie. The most recent Film Fest movie I watched was If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You with Rose Byrne. Um, good movie. My biggest so I just the whole movie is about a mom, and it's like in the span of like a week, and this mom is just like she's just tweaking, like her husband is away, she's dealing with her daughter who is has like a medical condition that she has to deal with. She's a therapist, so she's dealing with her patients. She's dealing with her daughter's school basically pressuring her into like doing more parent teacher conferences and stuff like that. So she's just like very like everything around her is just collapsing, literally collapsing. She's her apartment, her ceiling collapsed with water, so her and her daughter have to live in a motel while it's getting fixed. And the whole movie is very
Sounds sad.
claustrophobic. There are sad moments, but it's more like chaotic and anxious. And the point of the movie is to frustrate you. The point of the movie is to make you angry at everything that's happening. And the movie succeeded. I was so pissed off. There were certain moments where I was like, I'm I'm annoyed. I'm frustrated. Like if I were in this poor mom situation, I'd be losing my mind.
Yeah.
So like I think by that metric, the movie succeeded. It accomplished its goal. My problem is I don't want to be frustrated when I watch movies. Like that's not the emotion I want to be feeling when I watch movies. So I don't like I'll never rewatch this movie. Like I hated watching this movie, but like that's not a bad thing. Like that's the reaction that I was supposed to feel coming out of the theater. But that's just not the emotion I want to feel. Like I don't want to feel like claustrophobic and frustrated when I watch a movie. And then last thing that I watched, I watched Good Boy yesterday, that dog movie.
I don't want to watch that. I don't like dogs in films.
It's like it's so fine. It's so fine. Like it's a cute dog. There are like cute moments.
You see the cute dogs top 4?
I did. Yeah. What was
Challengers,
your challenge?
George? Is this your biggest top?
Yeah. Fuck that dog.
I didn't even see that video on this. I need to check it out.
It was what was it? It was Challengers. I'm forgetting.
Keep talking. I'll check.
But yeah, the movie's fine. It's an hour and 10 minutes. It's an episode of television basically. But it's so fine. It's not very scary. There's one jump scare that really got me, but it's not scary. It's not psychological. I love the concept of like horror from a dog's POV and just not knowing what's going on. And I think they do a good job at putting this dog in a situation that would frighten him. Because like without spoiling anything, his owner is very sick. So his owner is on like on the decline. And as his owner declines, the dog's like horrors increase.
Do you think he'll get a nomination for it?
Like, no. He's a dude.
Right.
It's actually crazy how good of an actor this fucking dog is.
I saw it's like Victoria.
I gotta imagine they use some sort of like, hopefully not AI, but like some sort of editing to make the dog like.
There's post credit behind the scenes, and it looks like this dog did literally all of its acting.
That's kind of crazy.
It's also one dog. It's not like multiple dogs played this character.
Yeah.
It's one dog. It's actually genuinely
that is kind of insane.
Someone commented on my Letterboxd review. Dog got more acting range than Gal Gadot, and like that's true. That's absolutely true. And then the last thing, TV I watched Chad Powers. I don't know if you guys watched the first 2 episodes, but it released.
Oh, is it out? I didn't realize
it's out. Just 2 episodes. They dropped 2, and that'll be 1 weekly for however long season 1 is. But I was at that event, which was really cool. They showed us 1 episode, and then I came home and watched episode 2. It's good. It's fine. It's fun. It's funny. I've been telling everyone.
To a girl in it.
She's in it for 15 seconds.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah. She's in it for like 15 seconds.
Tom Cruise would never.
No, absolutely not. It's funny because in the Q&A after the screening, Glenn Powell was literally like, we wanted to bring the Hawktua girl in because like she's kind of living this lifestyle. Because like Chad Powers is about this quarterback not Chad, but an actual quarterback who has like one moment in the Rose Bowl, and that bad moment has defined his entire life. Like people
is he about to time out? Are you about to say the rug pull that she pulled is like she stole like
this would have done
tons
like,
of money from people?
This would have been made before the rug pull, I assume.
Okay, fair.
She did like a whole crypto.
Yeah, she had like a hot cool coin that just bottomed and stole.
She just like, fuck all you guys
from people. Like that is not a. I didn't know if you were about to compare that to like a quarterback's one bad moment. Like that's a bad moment. Like that's awful.
No.
You stole from millions of people. Well, maybe not millions. Now, mind you, if you're buying a hawk,
if you are buying that, you are.
That's you're signing up for that in the first place. But still. She had a crazy rug pull.
No, that's not what I was going. Because Glenn Powell was basically like talking the Q&A how like the whole point of Chad Powers is this quarterback, like that one bad moment in the Rose Bowl has like defined his life. No one forgets about that moment. When you look at this quarterback, that's all you think about. And he was basically like, the reason I wanted to get Haley Welch in this TV show is because like that's kind of her life. Like people only know her for that Hawk Tua clip. And it was the way Glenn Powell can like really talk well about anything. Like he genuinely, like the way he was talking about this, I was like, yeah, you know, you're so right, man. That's such a genius thing to do in your TV show, bro. But the show's fine. And the show it's the most late night. If I'm done watching a movie and don't want to go to bed yet, I'm gonna throw on an episode of Chad Powers. Like I don't know if you guys are watching Tires with Shane Gillis. Funny, watch it if you're not.
It's funny. Come on, George.
It's so funny,
I watched
dude.
the first season. That is not a funny show.
That show has me geeking every single time I throw on an episode. I'm cracking up, man.
Are you sober when you're watching it?
Absolutely not.
Okay, valid. I made the mistake. Not. Yeah, no, that show's not funny.
No, that show is so fucking funny. But Chad Powers good. Chad Powers very good.
How was meeting Glenn Powell? What was it like?
Dude, it was actually.
What'd you say to him?
So
you posted that crazy video and like.
Yeah, it was a long conversation. So first of all, I could never do what Glenn Powell does. If you just asked me to stand there and take pictures with 50 people,
I know you're
fine.
From commenting,
but
on
like,
yeah, we know you couldn't, George.
Chill out. But like, not only was it wasn't even like picture, move on. He was talking to everyone, bro.
Yeah.
He was genuinely like, he asked everyone, "What's your name?" He was asking everyone, like, what'd you think of the show? I walked up to him, I took a picture, and I was basically like, listen, like, I want to tell you, like, a year and a half, 2 years ago, I was going through chemo, and I think I watched Everybody Wants Some about 150 times. And I explained to him, I was like, because having that group of friends was comforting, and like, his face just like lit up. Like he loved hearing that. He was telling me, he was like, you know, man, like I hear everything. Like, you know, I hear, I love Top Gun Maverick. I hear anyone but you or whatever. But he's like, very rarely do people tell me they love Everybody Wants Some. And like, it's not even like that.
He would love this pod. You should have told him to get on. We could talk Everybody Wants Some for a while. I love Everybody Wants Some.
Yeah, we could talk about movies forever. But yeah, that's
awesome.
what I told him. And then he was asking,
very
like,
cool
are you okay now? But it was very cool. He was a really cool guy.
Doesn't surprise me. Good vibes.
Minute and a half that I talked to him. Yeah, good vibes.
Did you get like ushered along, or do you like have as much time as you want, or as he wants? I should say.
I think I talked to him like the longest, which wasn't even that long, because like everyone was like in and out pretty quickly, like 30 seconds. They were just saying, "Hey, love you," like love the show, love you, whatever, and then moving on. You couldn't see it. Well, you can see it in the full video, because like the video I posted, I cut. But in the full video, someone comes up and goes, "All right, we got to move you along now." And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely, my bad."
It's one of those things that when they do like,
no, you go, Seth.
Okay. When they do like make an effort, people think it's like a small thing, but they don't have to. They can just like when I met we did that Zack Snyder thing, and it was like the same thing where he would like speak. Yeah, he would like speak to everyone. And he'd be like, what do you do? He was like, when I asked him to do the video and stuff, he was just like, yeah, sure, whatever. Like he was like a really nice guy.
If no one moved me along, I would not have stopped talking to Glenn Powell.
I mean, I wouldn't have stopped speaking to Glenn Powell either, to be fair. So that's kind of valid.
Yeah.
You should have been like, dude, I loved you so much as random bank teller in the Dark Knight.
Yeah, in the
Rises.
Dark
The
Knight
Dark
Rises.
Knight Rises.
Just Randy.
Was he
Spy
was he
Kids
one of
3.
Spy Kids 3? Yes,
Spy
thank
Kids
you.
3.
Yeah.
There you go.
He wasn't
Yeah,
the dude
Spy
because that
Kids
was
3.
Elijah Wood, but who was he in Spy
He
Kids?
was like one of the gay. No, what? He was in the game,
My
wasn't
dog,
he?
I watched Spy Kids 3 every day just to hear what he had to say.
Just to
about it.
see what you have.
Just to see what his reaction was. We
Yes.
got to start, not we, this is all on you, George. But you
Okay.
got to start like finding very obscure movies that people are like in for like 3 seconds and be like,
Just
oh my
mention-
God, I love you in this.
I love you in this.
I love you as passerby before your career got started.
When we were at when Alex and I were at the where the fuck were we? We were at the Peacemaker premiere in New York, and Michael Rooker was at the after party, and he was talking to everyone. This dude loved yapping, and at the end of the night, like that's when we got to talk to him, and we talked to him for a while. And I'm gonna call Alex out real quick because this was the funniest story ever. So I say hi to Michael Rooker, and for some reason the first movie that comes to mind was JFK. So I was like, dude, you were sick in JFK, one of my favorite supporting performances. And he looks at his guy, he was with someone, and he was like, this guy just threw out JFK at me. And I was like, yeah, bro, fuck yeah, I did. Like hell yeah. And then I need to find what movie. Alex throws out a movie as well, like an obscure Michael Rooker film. He throws out, I'm going to find it.
Was he not actually in it? Because that would be fucking hilarious.
Portrait of a Serial Killer. Henry.
That's actually, he's actually really good in that, to be fair.
Okay, so Alex throws out Portrait of a Serial Killer. He's like, I love you in Portrait of a Serial Killer. And Michael Rooker has the exact same reaction. He looks at his boy and he's like, this guy just threw out Portrait of a Serial Killer. Like, he couldn't believe that we threw out JFK and Portrait of a Serial Killer.
Yeah.
Okay. I look down at Alex's phone and he has Michael Rooker's filmography up on Letterboxd. And I look at him, I go, no way did you just pull up his letterbox to pull out the most obscure film possible.
Yeah. I mean, he has seen it, to be fair. So that's
I know. But I was like, that's so funny. Like
that's got to be a bit, like just always finding the most obscure.
The most obscure, yeah. You got to do what Cam says and get him like whether in like for 5 minutes or something and say, oh, I loved you in that one. That'd be so fucking good.
That's every time I like see someone new that I want to talk to, I'm like, I need to think of like I couldn't go up to Michael Rooker and be like, hey,
Belko experiment. The Belko experiment.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you could say that.
I couldn't go up to him and be like, yo, I love you in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. Like,
I bet people do that, to be honest.
I'd do that.
Exactly. Like, yeah, yes, like I'm sure a lot of people do that. Like, even when I spoke to Frank Grillo that night, I was like, what's like a movie I can like
I love you in Purge Anarchy. That's what I would have said.
Dude, I threw out Minority Report, which he's in for like a second and a half. I was like, bro. I was like, you're a little cameo in fucking Minority.
Loved you in an untitled J.J. Abrams film. You were sick in this.
It's so funny.
Oh, like seriously, that shit is so fucking funny to me.
Loved you in the Family Guy Halloween special.
Okay, let me quickly, like very quickly, 2 seconds, talk Tron Ares.
Okay, before I go, George, I just want to tell you before you go.
Don't even leave.
No, nothing to do with it. Apparently, our surprise film is going to be Marty Supreme. Maybe.
Oh,
I'm not going, but I don't know.
People are so convinced it's Marty Supreme, and I mean, listen, I'm going to be excited if it's Marty Supreme. Awesome. If it's not, there's still other options. But okay, because when this episode drops, Tron Ares, the embargo will have lifted. So I'm going to be very quick with Tron Ares because you guys like 2 seconds, literally 2 minutes, not even. But you guys are going to talk Tron Ares next weekend. I'm not going to be on the pod next weekend, most likely.
I'm not on the pod next weekend.
Okay, so Tyler and Cam will talk Tron Ares, assuming they see it. But I watched Tron Ares at a press screener 3 weeks ago. I haven't stopped thinking about this movie in that time, and not for good reason, because this movie fucking sucks. Like, I actually genuinely cannot believe how bad of a movie Tron Ares is. I don't typically go to press screeners. I went to a press screener for Long Legs, and I hated that experience. And I vowed to never go to another press screener. But this press screener of Tron Ares was in IMAX. So I was like, you know what? It's in an IMAX screen. It's not in a typical press screener, shitty room. Let me just go. I'm sitting there. Literally, I'm like, no way. I was like, this is not the movie. The first question I asked, I was with one of my friends, Liam Crowley from Screen Rant. First question I asked him after the movie was, is that the finished product? And it was. It is the finished product. There are three major things that are ticking me off with this movie. The first one is Greta Lee. I'm all for actors chasing a bag. I'm all for it. I can't be against it considering, how big of like a former MCU fan I am. I can't be anti-bag chasing. Okay, I'm fine if you want to chase your bag. Don't make it so obvious that you are here for a paycheck. Like, she phoned it in more than any actor has ever phoned it in ever. Like,
surely that's hyperbolic. Surely,
dude, it's bad when Jared Leto is out acting you. Okay.
Okay, maybe current day.
Jared Leto. This is how bad Tron Ares was. Jared Leto's not even the problem. Okay, the character of Ares is a problem. Okay, that's my that's point number 2 that I'm going to make. The character of Ares is just so one-dimensional. Like, they tried to give him like this sympathetic story that he's like this controlled AI and he's like breaking free and finding his humanity. It's just so bad. It's so poorly constructed and poorly written that when the movie ends, you're like, yo, I didn't give a fuck about that character. I didn't give a fuck about the story. And then my third point as to why I don't fuck with this movie is they take the Tron universe, and I'm not going to spoil like what they do with it, but they take the Tron universe somewhere that I'm not considering this movie canon. Like, this movie doesn't exist in the Tron universe. I'm going to pretend this movie doesn't exist because they take the universe of Tron somewhere that I just like. It doesn't make me excited for the future of the Tron universe. Like, it's so absolutely shit, man.
Were you
It's like,
excited for the future of the Tron universe?
of course, I was excited for this movie.
I mean, I haven't seen the last one, to be fair. Well,
watch Tron Legacy. I like Tron Legacy, but I'm so dumbfounded, man, because like the movie looks fine. Like, it's not gonna blow you away, even though it's Tron. Like, it should blow you away. The score is cool. The score is awesome. That's probably the highlight of the movie. I'm just so stunned at how lifeless the world, the characters feel. I'm stunned at how like quickly everything unfolds and then resolves itself. I'm stunned at Greta Lee. Like, it's just bad. It's so bad, man. It's so bad. But that's where I'm going to wrap up. I'm not going to spoil anything from Tron. But since this episode does drop tomorrow, and that's when the embargo lifts, I just wanted to get like my quick thoughts out. But Seth, I'm going to pass it over to you for the Smashing Machine. I don't know how long you're going to be, but just swing us a text.
Maybe 10, 15 minutes. Fine.
Okay. Swing us a text. I'll be literally right here.
Oh, all right, cool. So, the Smashing Machine. I spoke about this a few times. I, obviously, as you guys may know, listening, a big MMA fan. So, I was very excited for this tentatively. I think that I said initially as well that I predicted this to be like a coming out party for The Rock. I said that, he's going to get an Oscar nomination, and I that remains true. I think that would have always been the case if he was bad, if he was good, because I think this role is platformed for him, it's built for him. I was excited, it's which Safdie is it? Benny Safdie. Cool cast. Got some like real fight figures in there. My goat, Alexander Usyk. Ryan Bader, Baz Rutten, and sets itself out well. So yeah, saw it on Friday. A lot of thoughts. I think that, primarily, and this is something it's a tough one, because I think in any kind of sporting film, and well, I'll say combat sporting film, like a Warrior or a Creed, you have this kind of mark of okay, breaking down the walls of manhood and being stoic and vulnerability, and that's kind of always going to be the case because it's an easy play. But I do simultaneously, I think, within the scope of current day martial arts and boxing, where it is kind of deemed so important to be able to take losses and not be too emotional, not kind of expose to yourself, because it is very kind of regressive in that sense. I do think films like this are still important in a way. And this is kind of no different, as it does. I'll read you the synopsis if anyone hasn't seen it. So basically, the story of legendary mixed martial arts and UFC fighter Mark Kerr. That's literally it. It's a story of him, mainly in the Pride era, which, if you don't know, Pride was a federation, one of the earliest and kind of biggest ever martial art federations in Japan. It was huge, and they were really just a massive cultural and social success at the time when the UFC was minimal and they were trying to ban it and blah blah blah. So it's something as a supporting biopic that does kind of go through the motions a little bit, I think. It's not something really breaks any barriers, I would say. It's helped massively by Dwayne Johnson, who, just to reference what I said earlier, I do think he is really good. Like, I think if he was bad, he would have got an Oscar nomination anyway, but he was good. He is really good. Like, I think this role fits him perfectly. He's kind of built for it. He has the athleticism, the charisma, the build, of course. And it is kind of built for him as a star-making project, not star, but real actor, I guess you could say. And he is good at kind of playing this guy who, for the first half, it's that refusal to being able to take a loss, mentally, and being able to be the smaller man, the not number one, which obviously eventually is kind of, it goes, full 180, let's say, and he is able and kind of moves on with his life and past that, which are figures we see in UFC and PFL and whatever. It's not out of the norm, and this is the 90s things. It starts in 96 and ends in like 2000. Well, technically ends in 2025 when you see the real marker, which by the way, a cool moment if you've seen it. But it's tricky. I think, regardless of the fact it goes through the motions, I do think it has like a beating heart. I said in my review, in that I think it's made with. It feels like it's made from a perspective of an MMA fan, which in my case is like a really good thing. Like, for example, every sequence I think we see in Pride. When I started watching MMA, a big thing for me was going through like Pride reruns and watching them again, and because it was a cool entity, it was a cool federation. It's something to help get into the sport. It was crazy, it was brutal, and you really see that. And the brutality is showcased in a well and really anxiety-inducing way, partially thanks to the kind of soundtrack and score and stuff as well. But I think what it shows really about Pride as an entity is the stardom it put on its fighters, and the real massive hit it was within kind of Japan specifically, but the East Asian market, whatever. And we see that, in the small moments where he's gone outside and there's, packs of hordes of fans whenever he's going to Japan. It's kind of different than the life he has in the US, where at the time martial arts is, it's not what it is today, nowhere near. And I think The Rock does a really well playing that. I didn't love Emily Blunt as Dawn Staples. I think her character is very one note. I think she's okay. It's really not nearly my favorite of her roles. I just think Dwayne Johnson is much better. Partially probably to do with how she's written in. I think there was actually more they could do with the real life figure of Dawn Staples and their relationship. I think there was more focus that could have been put on that, because I actually think, contrary to a lot of sporting biopics where I actually think the relationships are kind of the strongest part, take a Warrior, for example, where I think the relationships of each of the people Tom Hardy and his dad, and I mean Nick Nolte especially, in the two sons, I think that's really, really pivotal and really more important, the inside of the ring. I just think the Smashing Machine, even though it's Mark Kerr, it kind of excels when it's inside the ring. I like this retro MMA movie. And I actually think one of my favorite parts is Brian Bader, which surprised me in itself, because not an actor. And also obviously he plays Mark Coleman, another kind of legend in the space. I think it's actually, it's his first ever acting role. So really, really cool. I think he actually was really good, and I really liked kind of their bond. And again, if you don't know the story, I think it would definitely help, because I knew kind of what was going to take place a lot of the time. Actually, I knew I knew the basics. I didn't know everything. Emily Blunt didn't really care for much. Dwayne Johnson I thought was very, very good. I think it has its moments, its heightened emotional moments, which I don't think always land particularly. But I think The Rock does the Rock's interesting because I almost figured that he'd be good at like the outbursts or the and the like hyper aggressive, momentous like moments of anger and displays, and when he is fighting addiction in these moments, kind of. But pre-addiction, when you have this kind of angry guy, especially when he takes his first loss, and we see that. Post that, it really is like a showcase of how well The Rock can play a more subdued and introverted role as well, which I think is really, really impressive in itself. Like, I don't know where he stacks up for me in terms of like kind of the circle of best acting performances right now of the year. But I think he's really good. Like, I think he's really, really good. And I think he showed that he can do a role. It's, even though I said it's built for him, I still simultaneously think it's a tough role to play, playing a real person, and you kind of go through these personality shifts. In that sequence, it's really, really good. I haven't actually rated it right now. I haven't rated it right now, primarily because I'm not actually sure what to rate it. Like, if you want, I guess I could rate it. I think it would stay like a 3, I mean, high 3, maybe like a low 3.5. That's kind of where I'm teaching, like where I'm thinking right now. Like just compared to like Black Bag, I probably liked it like a tiny bit less than that. That's kind of, just because I'm looking at it. But I think it was cool. I think it did some things really well, and others it kind of just goes through the motions and is whatever. I actually think, to be honest, the more I think about it, the more I like it in a way, which is almost impressive in itself. I will say, though, and one thing, I remember when me and Tyler spoke about it, when it actually might have been all of us, when the initial kind of trailers dropped. I thought it would kind of be more audacious in its direction in a way as well. Like, we also the trailer be like, no, this is like a typical biopic. It's, it's Benny Safdie. There's going to be some crazy shit, like A Good Time or Uncle Jones. Not really. Like, it does kind of throw the emotions a little bit too much, I would say. And there's not really that creative flair. Not to say I think the direction's not good, because it is, but it's just more there than expected. Is kind of the best way I can describe it. I think a lot of moments are carried by the soundtrack. The soundtrack's great as well, which is kind of like a given in combat sports movies. It seems soundtrack always tends to be one of the primary doers, should we say? But yeah, I liked it. Thought it was cool. Definitely didn't like it. Not sure I land. It would be between like a 3 and 3.5. Either a really high 3 or a low 3.5. That kind of margin, but I just had to give it a few days. But I definitely recommend to go and see it. I think if you're an MMA fan, especially if you're a fan of like Pride, if you're watching any reruns of that, or maybe lived through it, if you're an unk, I might be an unk, but you might be unker. Then it's definitely recommended. I think just to see Dwayne Johnson in a performance in a role that he really like does melt into in a certain way, and it's completely different than anything else he's ever done, which is impressive in itself. And I am excited to see more from him as well. So yeah, the Smashing Machine, and now George is back, and we will carry on.
Did you like the set? Like, what was your? Because I know you didn't rate it.
I said, I mean, I kind of like, I was thinking as I was speaking about that, I'm kind of like leaning sort of high 3, maybe like a low 3.5. That's kind of the margin, I would say. But I definitely recommend it. I do think, I just said this, I do think The Rock or Dwayne Johnson is really good. That's what I will say.
Yeah. Like Oscar nominee good? Or
well, I said this before. I think if he was bad, he'd get an Oscar nomination. Like, I just think the story behind it, he's a real actor now. It's a redemption story. It's a biopic. It's built for him. He's the perfect role. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I think now he is actually really good. Like, and he deserves the credit, because he's not just good in the loud moments. He's good at being more subdued and retrospective as well. So yeah, I think he's good, and I think he'll definitely get a nomination for sure, just because like the story and stuff.
Yeah. All right, sweet. All right, well, we're gonna do whenever Cam comes back. We'll run through movie news. It's gonna be a really short episode.
Do you want to play a game?
I was gonna say, should we throw in like a draft of something?
Yeah, let's do a game. This is really like last minute.
Yeah.
Should we do a game?
Yeah. What do you want to do? What do you want to play?
Fucking hell, now I'm... Actually, wait, George, have you got a ranked list this year?
Yeah, it's private though, but yes.
Okay, it doesn't matter then. Wait, George, do me a favor. Name all your superhero 5 stars.
Like off the top of my head?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I have 11. Dark Knight, Batman Begins, Into and Across the Spider-Verse, Zack Snyder's Justice League, The Batman, Constantine. If we're counting Joker, then Joker. I'm missing. I gotta be missing something major. No MCU movies. Oh, Flashpoint Paradox, Mask of the Phantasm, and I'm missing one. Am I missing one?
No.
Yeah, because I think I just named 10, right?
Yeah, can you name mine? I'm stalling, by the way, because I'm just getting a game up.
Your superhero 5 stars, Unbreakable.
Yeah.
Is that it?
No, it's not. It's not.
Well, you don't. The Batman is not. It is.
No.
Batman's 4.5. Dude, you probably have some dumb shit at 5 stars. Hold on. Unbreakable.
Actually, well, not really.
Well, actually, we started with. You only have 3 out of 5 star.
Yeah.
You lowered the Dark Knight. I know it's not the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Unbreakable.
I think you're being very silly right now. Like,
am I?
Like, George.
Superhero movie? What am I forgetting right now? Like, how silly?
Like, you're being insane.
Am I?
Like, you're being actually insane right now.
You have 3 5 stars. One of them is Unbreakable,
which is the least obvious one. Well, I'm surprised
I think that's the most obvious one.
No, it isn't at all.
Okay, it's none of the Spider-Verse movies. It's nothing in the MCU. Am I losing it?
Bro,
I'm
worried.
You don't have Guardians of the Galaxy 3 or the Suicide Squad.
You do it on purpose.
Bro, I got to be tweaking right now.
This is funny in itself. I don't understand. People, if you're listening to the comments, this is crazy. Superhero 5 stars, me.
Superhero 5 stars, Seth. You have it's Unbreakable.
It's Unbreakable.
It's nothing in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
It's nothing in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Okay, it's nothing in the DC Extended Universe. So like Man of Steel, Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Nothing in the DC Extended Universe.
Batman Returns?
No, it's like a 4. I like Dark Knight more than that.
Superman?
No, that's like a 4.
No, like the first Superman.
Right, I'm gonna ask Cam right now, and he'll say them straight away, and you'll be like, "Bro, I am."
I gotta be
Cam
right now.
What's up?
Okay, we were just stalling, said, but this is kind of fun, right? Name my 5-star superhero movies. George is being stupid.
Spider-Man 1 and 2.
Oh my god.
Cam, George has been trying to think. No, it's Unbreakable as well. But anyway, George has been trying to think now for 10 minutes, and he didn't name Spider-Man 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Did you see how quick you got that?
Yeah,
George was like,
honestly, my hesitation was if it was both or just Spider-Man 2.
George was like, is it something like obscure? I was like, yeah, no, not really.
Yeah. And I'm looking at a Spider-Man mask right now, and I still didn't say.
Because you were like, it's not any of the Spider-Verse films. I was like, yeah, but
also that's the one movie I missed on my list too. Because I said 10 and I have 11, and I missed Spider-Man 2.
Oh yeah, you're right. Actually,
Wow, I
okay.
really
I have a
just think it's
few.
Spider-Man.
The reason I was stalling is I have a few suggestions of like games we could do. So like drafts. You want to do a draft?
Yeah,
Have
let's run
you
through some.
got?
Let's run through some of the news real quick. There's not a lot of news.
Okay, go for
Uh,
some news then.
that'll give you more time to think on this.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, dude, I was going through like all the news last night, trying to put together our rundown. Either I don't care about most of the news that drops, or there's just nothing interesting dropping over the last like week.
I don't think there's
Taylor,
anything crazy that's dropped for like months. I was thinking
yeah,
it's
there's just nothing like insane. Like Taylor Swift's Life of a Showgirl event movie earned 15.8 million in the film's domestic opening day. It's crazy if you look at showtimes for this thing.
crazy.
Million of them. There's a million showtimes.
It's absurd.
It's
Emma went
unbelievable.
yesterday.
Yeah.
She said
What did
it
she
was
think
fine.
of the album?
She didn't love the album. The album's not very good.
Album
Hope Light's really good. Life It's a Showgirl's good. The Fate of Ophelia is good. The rest.
I saw a tweet that basically says, guys, it's not AI or Chat GPT. She made this album so dumb so Travis could understand it. And that had me
That's funny.
geeking.
I've seen a lot of funny tweets. I've seen a
Taylor
lot of
Swift
funny
dumbing
tweets.
down her lyrics for Travis Kelce had me geeking. Cillian Murphy says Peaky Blinders will be released in 2026, the movie. And then even more Peaky Blinders news. There's going to be a sequel series, which follows a new generation of Shelbys in 1953 during Birmingham's Reconstruction after World War II. Cillian Murphy is on as an executive producer, but obviously this is well after like the Tommy Shelby era. Cool news. I love Peaky. I always think this to myself. I think if the Jesse Pinkman Breaking Bad movie failed, I'd be more worried about the Peaky Blinders movie. But because I think that is a serviceable movie, it has me like I'm not entirely worried about.
Wait,
the
as
Peaky
in
Blinders.
Did you say El Camino? Like
El Camino, yeah, the movie.
Okay. I haven't
Yeah.
seen that in a while. I need to rewatch this. I haven't seen this release. I don't think.
Yeah, I think I saw it twice on release, and I haven't seen it since.
I
dropped
quite liked it.
Yeah. Zach Kreger, we have news from his Resident Evil movie. Zach Cherry and Kaylee Rice have been cast. Zach Cherry plays Dylan in Severance. So that's awesome.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Very, very
Cool.
excited for Zach Kreger Resident Evil movie. I as far as I'm concerned, he's 2 for 2 on horror right now with Barbarian and Weapons. I think he's
for sure.
Great horror filmmaker. We got Adam Driver and Anne Hathaway. They have been cast in Ron Howard's next film, Alone at Dawn. The film follows an intelligence officer who leads an investigation to get John Chapman the Medal of Honor after he fought to the death to save his fellow soldiers. Seems like a very interesting
Cool cast.
Yeah, cool cast. One, obviously, but it seems like it's going to be a very interesting, like, war political thriller hybrid, kind of. I mean, every war movie is inherently a political thriller, but you know, like what I mean. Like, I don't know if I'm describing it properly.
Yeah.
We got a set picture from Avengers Doomsday.
Set picture?
Green screen picture.
Dude. I can't believe they posted that. I cannot believe they posted that.
Did you see all the Gandalf quote tweets of him when he was of Ian McKellen when he was recording when he was filming The Hobbit?
Yeah.
Just sat there, sad. What a state. He's gonna be there again.
Yeah.
This time he's getting amounts of money though.
Did you see what Channing Tatum said about the movie though? He was basically like, "You guys aren't even ready." Like, remember when Blade came on screen in Deadpool and Wolverine? He was like, "Avengers Doomsday is that times 50. Get ready."
Cameo vest, like, baby.
Did he actually say that?
Yeah.
That does not bode well.
No,
Cameo vest, baby. I can't wait.
It is
real movies.
Seth, I want your opinion on this one. Glenn Powell and Michael B. Jordan are rumored to be in talks in Joe Kosinski's Miami Vice remake.
Boo! I mean, I'll watch it because I love both of those guys.
Yeah. I was gonna say if you're gonna remake it, I don't think there's like a better
Yeah, those two, like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I get it. But still, boo. I don't know. Joseph Kaczynski making a Miami Vice. I don't know.
It's interesting because like I feel like that's like for Joe Kaczynski, I feel like a Miami Vice remake is kind of like a downgrade in terms of like ambition and set pieces.
I agree, but then he did.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's not, because this is the thing. When you look at his filmography, I haven't seen F1 or Tron, but based on like even Spiderhead to a certain extent, like Top Gun, especially in like Oblivion,
yeah,
they all like they do primarily work in their like huge set piece moments. This is going to be the first one where it's like, I guess
this is going to be a more
quieter,
like,
it's
like
still like gunplay and stuff, but it's like my advice, if he does it the same way, which obviously he might do
if you told me they were remaking Miami Vice and you asked me to rank every director I'd want to direct, he would be, and I love Joe Kaczynski, but he would be on the lower end of like who I would predict is going to direct the Miami Vice.
It's quite, again, like, not to use this word again, but like we were saying earlier, it's quite a meditative film, like Miami Vice, outside of those moments. It's quite quiet and solemn, and I think a bit of a weird one. I mean, listen, Michael B. Jordan, Glenn Powell, great. I just think it's a very odd project, like you said, for not only them to take on, but especially for him to do a Miami Vice. Like Miami Vice, it came out like what, 2006?
Yeah, it's like
it's not an old, you know what I mean? It's not like an old film. It's, I don't know. It's weird. Wow. Very weird news.
Yeah, that was like later stage Michael Mann.
Probably is it. Yeah, weird one. But I mean, I'll watch it. But it's very odd in every party. Very
odd. Multiple talent agents are reportedly interested in partnering with AI actress Billy Norwood, created by AI talent studio.
This is not art. Boo.
This is show. Dude, I think it's funny that they gave this AI actress a last name. Like they gave her a full.
Have you not seen that?
I feel weird calling it a her, honestly.
Have you not seen that musician who just signed a record deal for like $5 million, and it's an AI?
An AI musician?
Yeah, she's on. Why am I saying she?
That's what I'm saying.
The thing is on. It's on TikTok. The account, I guess.
Is it the Learning with Lyrics? Because
what's that?
Learning with Lyrics is a TikTok account that just explains random things, and I loved it. And then I found out it's AI, and now I'm anti it. But
no, she's like a fucking it. The Thing is like an R&B singer, right? And whoever developed this said AI. Like a multi-million
AI cannot hang over like me. I'm gonna go hurl again.
Dude, Cam is so
crazy,
funny.
crazy. I don't.
Oh my god,
the world is cooked right now. The world is cooked.
Yeah, world is cooked. All right, Seth, what game do you have prepared?
I mean, I've got a few games.
Okay,
but I'm going to ignore all the games because I want to do this again because it's funny.
Okay.
Okay.
Take it away.
Go on your Letterboxd.
On my Letterboxd?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on my Letterboxd.
Welcome to another version of, and I was kind of hoping Cam would be here. Hopefully he'll come back soon because I think people loved this last time, and I think it's just easy content. Hey. Big yap there.
Barking.
We're just going to be guessing each other's ratings again. People loved this shit last time, and it's easy content. So to beef up the thing, we're going to go one by one, George. We're just going to kick it off.
Yeah.
So me and George Carmi guessing each other's ratings.
Okay.
Go.
Okay. You go. Okay. We're gonna start with. Let's start with 10 things I hate about you.
That's a good one because I have no idea. I feel like this is something you I know in my head, like Victoria loves 10 Things I Hate About You, and I feel like this is something that you've probably watched with her and been like, it's always nice to watch, like, their favorite film, whatever. I'm thinking high. I'm gonna go right out and say that you give 10 Things I Hate About You a 4.5.
Close. I give it a 4.
Am I right with Victoria loving it though?
Honestly, neither of us have watched it in quite some time. But
for some reason, I thought it was like one of her favorite films. Maybe I'm wrong.
Let me see if she even has it rated. It's been a while since we watched this movie. Yeah, she doesn't even have it rated.
Oh, okay, fair.
Oh no, she has a rated 5 stars. Yeah.
Oh, so I was right.
Yeah.
Fair.
Damn, yeah, we haven't watched that movie in a very long time.
George,
Yes.
what do I rate the 40-year-old virgin?
It's a crazy movie to pull.
Yeah, that's kind of...
I can see you potentially. I think you either rate this like a 4.5 or a 1.5.
That
Like,
would make sense.
or maybe you're just more neutral on it. Because I could see you watching a movie and just being like one of those like dumb comedies that you just actually love. So I'm gonna play it safe, and I'm gonna say you rate the 40-year-old virgin a 4.
Fuck, how did you get that?
Did you grade it a 4?
Yeah, I really, really
Oh, I love that.
That's like one
Yeah.
of the kind of, I guess, like crude R-rated American comedies I really
Yeah.
enjoy. I think Steve Carell's really funny. Yeah,
Yeah,
how is that
yeah.
playing it safe? That's not playing it safe. That's going too high. I mean, it's not too high because you got it right.
Yeah, I as I was thinking more, and I was like, you know what? I could see him loving like Steve Carell in this movie.
Well, yeah, you're right.
All right, let's go with a New York-based movie.
Okay, so I'm already adding points in my head. Thank you.
Okay, what do I rate Michael Mann's The Insider?
3.5.
Wow.
It's also not New York.
Yeah. What?
It's
You
not New
sure?
York. Yeah.
Am I tweaking right now?
Yeah.
No. This has to be New York. Where?
I'm actually, wait. No, I think a bit of it is. No, a bit of it is in New York. I think you're right.
Yeah. Take
Is it all in New York? Because no, it's not all in New York because it's like
No,
I thought it was
yeah,
DC.
no, the Insider is set in locations including the Bahamas, Kentucky, Mississippi, and New York.
Oh, Mississippi is what I'm thinking about. Okay, fair. Okay, I'll give it.
Damn, how'd you clip that so fast?
Because
Then?
we
How'd you know?
recorded it together, like not that long ago.
I did that with you.
Yeah, it was with me.
I thought I did that with Tyler. Fuck.
Nope.
I'm forgetting.
George,
that was a weak one. That was weak as fuck.
Yeah, it wasn't great. What do I rate?
Yeah, you tell me.
What do I rate? Okay, this is an interesting one.
Okay.
It's not actually. You don't get that straight away. What do I rate? Okay, here we go. What do I rate?
Bro.
Sorry.
Pick a movie.
Okay, here we go. What do I rate? Oh, here we go. A Quiet Place. Part 2.
Oh, part 2.
Part 2.
This is a good one to do because I think they're both pretty equal in quality.
Do I think though?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if you don't think they're equal in quality, I would imagine you would like 2 more because I think Cillian Murphy would give it a little bit of a bump. But I also don't think these are hard. Like, I'm thinking like context of like how many times do you talk about A Quiet Place Part 1 or 2? And the answer is never. But that doesn't mean you don't like the movie. Maybe it's just not like horror you go back to. So I'm gonna say 3.5.
2.5.
2. Wow, that
Yeah,
low?
I don't like. I like the first one. I give the first one like 3.5. I don't like the second one.
Damn.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy it.
Crazy.
I didn't enjoy it. But you are right. I don't think we've ever spoken about. This time we forgot A Quiet Place is when the new one
When
came
day
out.
1 came out, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably right.
All right. What do I rate?
I'm getting next one, so I don't waste time.
What do I rate The Perks of Being a Wallflower?
Now, we also did this on page. Actually, this was a YouTube review, to be honest. I think it was a YouTube
this
review.
was a long time ago.
I'm going to say
this was mid-2023.
Was it really? Jesus. I give Perks of Being a Wallflower 3.5. I think you have probably have it slightly higher than me. I don't think. Maybe you have it high. No, I'm gonna go with 4.
You think with a 4?
Yeah, I'm right, aren't I?
No, it's a 4.5. I love this movie.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, that's a movie that like teeters a 5, and I think it'll be a 5 whenever I get around to rewatching it.
Okay, fair. Is it 1-1 right now? Because I think
2-1.
to you.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go to 5. What do I rate? Okay. What do I rate E.T.? I don't think we've ever spoken about E.T. I don't think we've ever spoken about E.T. I swear.
Which is crazy because like it's such a. See, like my thing is like you could potentially rate this highly just because of like the childhood nostalgia factor, but also I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how big of a Spielberg fan you are. I feel like we rarely
bigger than maybe I realize when I look at his filmography.
Yeah, we just like rarely speak about Spielberg, and that's not like a bad thing. Like he's one of my goats.
I mean, I still have like loads of films rated like 4 or 4.5.
Yeah, I mean, so do I. But like, this is a tough one because I could see you being like kind of neutral on this, but I could also see this being like it's not a 5-star for you. I think if it were a 5-star, I would absolutely know that. Again, I think I don't want to be. I feel like I'm overthinking the childhood nostalgia. So this might be one I'm going to play safe. I'm going to say you're more neutral on ET, and I'm or leaning more positive but neutral. I'm going to say 3.5.
Fucking hell.
Yes.
Yeah.
When was the last time you watched it?
I want to say like 4 years ago. I probably should remember rating on that. This is really annoying. For fuck's sake.
What do I rate?
Fuck.
What's a good one to do? Oh, what do I rate Scorsese's The Age of Innocence? Another real.
Why are you picking? You're picking ones that we reviewed, but I don't. Yeah. I think
I want to know how closely you're listening to me.
This was a while ago, though.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
I know that when was it? Was it YouTube? Was it Patreon?
Yeah, this was April 2023. So this is probably YouTube.
I think this was, yeah. I know that none of us like really cared for it that much. I think I give it a 3. I feel like you're definitely within the like realm of a 2.5/3. That's kind of the kind of area I wanna target. But which one? I'm gonna go 2.5.
You gave yourself a 50-50 shot.
I was wrong.
And you did pick incorrectly. It's a 3.
Oh, God, I'm so bad at this. All right.
Boys.
Well, yeah, but you asked the recent one we did together, and I got it straight away.
Yeah, that's fair.
Give me a break. All right. What do I go for here? What's gonna?
Yeah, what's gonna?
Okay. Now, we did review this, but I know you weren't on the episode.
Ooh, okay.
And this is one that I don't think we've ever spoken about as well, like as a film. What did I rate Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes that came out last year?
Oh, 4 stars.
How did you know that?
Because I remember being surprised that you rated it so high. I think I was first of all, I still haven't seen the movie.
It's really good. Me and Cam liked it.
I remember being surprised about how highly everyone was rating it, and even you. I was like, "Wow, 4 stars from Seth."
I think I liked it more than a few people, to be fair, that we know. But I really liked it. That's fucking. I really thought that was gonna be hard. That's such
no, that was too easy. I'm sorry.
Is that 3-1 or
4-1? What have I gotten right?
You got.
I don't know.
We'll say it's 3-1 to make it to extend it a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, what do I rate? I want to give you a good one here. Let me give you a good one.
that was like a Sims character. You just sounded like, by the way, that was crazy.
Yeah. What do I rate? What do I rate John Carpenter's Escape from New York?
Fucking hell, man! Like that is tricky for one reason alone.
Let's hear it.
I haven't seen that film in a while. I really like it, and I feel like basing off Carpenter, I do feel like we align mostly, and I feel like this is. I feel like this kind of is within the realm of quality of like a Prince of Darkness.
Okay.
I'm gonna say a 4.
You're gonna say a 4. Last guess. Final guess.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Okay, thank God. Okay,
It is a
that's
4.
Yeah,
good
so
call.
3-2. Okay.
Your turn.
Yeah. Okay, here's an interesting one. I don't think you've seen this film.
Okay.
I'm not going to give you this one. Okay, hypothetically, and this doesn't count. What would you have said if I'd have said Maxine?
1.5.
Yeah, this is exactly what I didn't give you because I was like, okay, that's going to be obvious. Great.
Is it a 1.5?
It's 1.5.
Yeah, I remember you hating that movie. I remember everyone. I still haven't seen it.
Technically, 1 actually. Jesus, it's not.
Everyone hated that shit.
Okay. What did I rate? Let me hit a quick random. Okay, here we go. Okay. What did I rate Suicide Squad? Not the Suicide Squad. David Ayer's Suicide Squad.
I can weirdly see you being like a tad higher than like all of like the common reviews, and by a tad higher, I mean like everyone's review is a half star. I could see you giving this like a 2 or a 2.5. But I could also
I've
see
said before that I don't think Jared Leto's that bad.
I know. I'm gonna go with 2.5. I'm gonna say you'd like it a lot more than most.
Incorrect. I give it a
No.
2. So you
Okay.
you weren't far off. You weren't far off.
Yeah. I gave myself a 50-50 shot. Can't be upset about that.
Yeah, I definitely didn't like it by any means. It's not a good film.
Okay. All right. Let's go one more each, and then we'll wrap up this sode. What do I rate Dune Part 2?
Great.
What do I rate?
Okay.
What do I rate Paul W.S. Anderson's Resident Evil?
The first one.
The first one.
Oh, I think you liked the first one like a decent, and I think I know you were positive on the first one. I think in my head, I'm gonna say the first one. I feel like you give a 3.
Close. I'm a little higher on the first one. Actually, I give it a 3. I hate the rest of them. The rest of them suck, but one I actually very much enjoy. All right, go one more, and then we'll wrap up this episode.
Okay, final one. What?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna hear the movie and immediately say a number.
Just straight away.
Yeah. I'm just gonna let intuition.
Let me get a random good one then.
I'm gonna let my brain take control for a second.
Tis fair. Okay. What do I rate Mission Impossible Rogue Nation?
4.
No, wrong. 4.5.
Fuck.
My favorite one.
Is it?
Yeah, it's favorite one.
I thought Fallout. Honestly, I thought Fallout or De Palma would be your favorite one.
I mean, that is my one to be fair, but still.
Yeah, that's what I figured. But all right, I mean, quicker episode for you guys today. You know, we did a little film fest recap, little film fest outlook for Seth. Excited to hear your thoughts on all of that next week and the week after. Keep on looking at my TikTok and my Letterboxd. I have 5 more film fest screenings. So if you want to keep up with those 5, got the secret screening tomorrow. I have The Fence, Claire Denis' The Fence, and Resurrection tonight. I have Scarlet on Tuesday, and then I have New Park Chan-wook on Thursday, which I'm very excited about.
What's Scarlet?
Scarlet is it's the anime film from the same guy that made oh Jesus, I'm blanking on his name right now. Give me a sec.
It's the same guy that made Wolf Children.
Yeah. No. Mamoru Hosoda. He made The Girl Who Leapt Through Time is what I'm thinking of.
He didn't make
also
Wolf
made
Children, to be fair.
No. So I'm very excited about Scarlet. I'm very excited, obviously, about New Park Chan Wook. That's on Thursday. That'll probably be another one I post like a TikTok vlog review for. But yeah, as always, shout out to the executive producers, Ollie Powell, Stefan Johnson, and Cole Beaver. On Thursday, we'll be dropping a real quick. We're going to do a fun little blind ranking. I believe you'll just have myself and Cam on that one. And then Friday, we will be doing a patron exclusive review of Portrait of a Lady on Fire. So again, short episode today, but we hope you guys enjoyed your stop by. And we will see everyone on Thursday. Peace.